Cheers, everybody. Got Graham here from the Home Brew Network. I'm doing another beer review. This one is an awesome beer review because I had somebody send this to me. I shouldn't say I had them. They sent it to me on their, own accord. It's BigCat Fernandez from the network. He messaged me, told me he was finishing up brewing some beer, and he said, "Hey, I got a couple bottles I'm going to send your way." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." So I decided I'm going to do a review on them. And I think he's going to appreciate this because he told me that he enjoys my honest reviews. So thank you. The first one that we're going to do is called Dona Rosa. It's a blonde guava ale, 5.2% ABV, 19 IBU, with SRM of 4.6. That SRM is, I believe, the color, which means this is going to be really light. So here's the label with all the beer facts on it that he jotted down for me, which is awesome. The other cool thing is he's got his own beer caps for his microbrew down there. Now, I don't remember if it's a small business that he's running with a group of people or if it's just a hobby that is starting to take off as a small business. I don't remember. Big Cat, you'll have to remind me. Either way, I'm really interested in this. I got this beer and I got another beer, so I'm going to do another beer review for that one. Let's open this puppy up. He did tell me this is going to be lightly carved. He does not bottle condition. He probably uses a beer gun or some other way of infusing the CO2 into the beer, and he did it lightly so it could survive the trip up and it wouldn't explode, which is cool. Alright, there's a hiss there. Sounds good. Smells decent. I think the main thing that's really intriguing about these beers is the fact that he told me they're going to be in a certain style, but just remember, I like to color outside the lines, so that's really cool. All right, he said pour hard, so I'm going to pour hard. With it being lightly carved, the pouring, if I had poured it just like any other beer, I wouldn't have gotten a decent head, he says, so I'm going to pour a little bit harder. And I must say, that is a nice white head. It is a very sharp white, very fluffy looking. Well, I must say, it smells like a blonde ale. It smells very, just smells like pale malt. It smells like two-row pale malt. I'm not really getting anything else off the aroma on this. Which, to me, a blonde ale, that's all you're going to get is that smell of the pale malt. Because I think that's pretty much the only ingredient, with perhaps maybe an addition of crystal. The head is fading, by the way. We started out with maybe a finger of head. It's gone down to maybe a half a finger. We are looking at, you can see on there, we're going to call that a light golden to a dark straw color for coloring. It's nice dark yellow, light golden color, cloudy. I do get some haze in there, which makes me wonder either he doesn't use Irish moss or he put wheat in this or some other high protein haze additive. The CO2 actually looks pretty good, Big Cat. I'm getting plenty of little bubbles in here off my glass, right in the smack dab in the middle, where the etching is on this glass. Looks good. Okay, so let's go over the taste here. I'm excited. Wow. that doesn't taste anything like it smells. The smell is very bland to me, but the flavor, this is amazing. So there's you can taste the malt. It's very nice, very pronounced with the malt flavor of the two. You can taste the pale malt, and there is a little bit of a citrusy zing to this. I can't put my finger on what it is. But all around, I think the flavor of this beer does not, let me take it back. The aroma doesn't do anything as far as justice for this beer. This beer, Big Cat, tastes amazing. The flavors are very well pronounced about halfway through the sip. They like tickle the front of your tongue at the beginning, and then it moves back, and then it's like a wave. It just moves straight on through, coats your mouth. It's about, let's call this medium body. There's a slight bitterness in the finish, but there is sort of a I can't put my finger on that. Is it zest? Some sort of zest? Whether it's, might be lemon? It's tart, sweet, matches the I mean, it pairs up well with the malt flavor. My gosh, dude, great beer. That might account for the cloudiness if you use some sort of lemon zest perhaps in the bottling. I don't know. I don't know what went in this because he wouldn't tell me. I'm guessing he really wanted an honest review. He wanted someone to just be like, "Bam, I have no idea what's in this. It's good shit." And it is good shit. I like this. Big Cat, I think you should have a small hub up near me, and you should constantly be shipping stuff up here because I like this. So, blonde ales to me are pretty boring. But this, you definitely color outside the lines on this beer. This I would give for a blonde, dude, 5. And you said you'd lightly carb this baby? There is still a little bit of a head there. The carbonation is still looking good. It's a little faded, but it's still good. All around, I give this a 5. The color is amazing. I don't care about the cloudiness because the cloudiness, I think, gives this beer character. I think the flavors are amazing. The aroma is typical for a blonde. I just find that blonde aromas aren't supposed to be very pronounced. I think it's just supposed to be like a plain malty aroma, and very light on the bitterness in my opinion. And this isn't heavy in bitterness. This is kind of light. You said it was 19 IBUs. It's about average. So my hat off to you, sir. So 5 for this blonde ale. No biased opinion, strictly honest review. If anybody else wants some of Big Cat stuff, give him a message. Say, hey, I heard your beer's amazing, and it is. Alright, let's see what happens with his next beer. Alright, I'll catch you in another beer review. Cheers.